What's up, everyone?
Woo.
Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Podcast live stream. Woohoo! Not so wet Wednesday.
Oh, I'm
How
so
you doing
dry.
today?
So dry.
I like that woohoo in the middle there a lot. I know I know you're looking for W's there, but that was nice. That was nice.
This is a good. I'm
push-up.
surprised I haven't whipped out the woohoo yet. Brings me back to my Clemson days. There's some woohoo haters in the Clemson fan section. There's a cheer where you do some woohoos in it, and the old traditionalists hate the woohoos. They're like,
Do they?
there are no woohoos. Yeah, well, you know what? Now there are, and it's a lot of fun whenever the whole student section woohoos together.
You know, I never knew that there was a schism in the.
There is a schism. There's some haters.
Come on, JL. You gotta have your ear to the street. Simon
know.
knows what's up.
Yeah, you got the Baltimore streets. Simon's got the Clemson streets. I got nothing.
Yeah. What do you got, JL?
You know what's going on in that couch behind you for sure. I'm liking the background.
It is a this couch has seen some days. You could just tell. It's got
the love crease is in the back.
Yeah, I was about to say good days or
it's seen all kinds of days. The couch isn't just there for the good times; it's there for the bad times as well.
Oh yeah, we've been trying.
Great
I've been
point.
trying out a couple different locations in my girlfriend's parents' house. Yesterday was the bedroom. It's a little dark in there, so trying out the living room today.
I like the yard. I think you should do it from the yard the entire
it's
time.
a little cold. I'll be shaking the whole time, but I tried the back room when I was a guest on a Triple Play podcast, Triple Play Fantasy, last night, and then tried the back room. Lighting's not so good in there either. So
this is working for me. Well, today, guys, we are going to be playing a round of fantasy Guess Who. 3 ways again. None of that head-to-head stuff anymore. This way works better. We all get to play. It's a little bit more fun this way. Before we do that, though, how about Des Bryant last night?
Oh,
he played outstanding.
Oh, wait, just kidding. I just thought it was so ridiculous whenever the announcers he's on the field warming up. They're like, oh, he tested positive for COVID. And then the NFL has the audacity to say, well, we've done contact tracing and everyone else should be good. What the hell do you mean everyone watching that game did their own contact tracing? Like you could see him contact like 10 different players before the game started, but
seriously, it didn't make much sense. I mean, they were like talking about it before the game started, and they were like, I mean, how they were like talking about it. They're like, how can they do this? How can they like contact trace, blah, blah, blah. And they were
Johnny
just
Manziel knows the answer.
None of them knew how to answer it. And it was so obvious they didn't want to talk about it, but one of the guys kept trying to bring it up, and they were like, so it's pretty fun. No one's got a good answer, right?
Nope. And they couldn't give the right answer on air. They'd get in trouble with the NFL for sure. Apple MVP says Dobbins got the 3 points I needed and got me into the playoffs.
Nice.
Boom.
Hell
nice
yeah.
job, Apple.
That's what I'm talking about. He did not get me the 35 points I needed to get me the bye in my one playoff.
You're asking too much, Josh. You're asking way too much.
Swamp is in the playoff. Is it cool if I give you all my lineup and get an opinion? Absolutely. It's not just cool.
Always.
We'd be offended if you didn't.
I'm sick of looking at my lineups.
Bird up and stuff. What's up, Kev? Nice to have you here.
Stuff.
Kev, I'm convinced that you are afraid to play Rocket League with me because whenever you play Rocket League, it's just with Josh, and then I get on and you're like, "Oh, I'm out of here." So don't be shy.
I'll let you in a couple secrets. First of all, he only plays Rocket League on the weekends. He's not a big video game player during the week. I don't know why. He's crazy, right? The second one is he likes playing Rocket League with people in person. I understand that, I guess, but that's typically like a guideline. But he's going to play with you. We're going to set it up sometime soon.
Okay. I'm very nice in the chat if that's what you're concerned about.
Unless someone makes you angry, and then you're water saving them like crazy.
Oh, yeah. Josh, there's that team the other night. That was a good win though. They were asking for it. I don't do it unless they do it. I'm not going to go out and cause trouble unless someone else comes to me.
I'm right there with you. That game can be toxic sometimes.
Sarcasm.
Okay, so here's Swamp's lineup. Quarterback, Phillip Rivers. RB1, CMC. RB2, Chris Carson. Wide receiver 1 is Stephon Diggs. Wide receiver 2 is Chris Godwin.
Evil.
Wide receiver. Tight end is Robert Tonyan. Flex 1, J.D. McKissick. Flex 2, Myles Gaskin. Kicker, Zerline. Defense, Colts. Well, the kicker didn't do so good for you this week, but I would give that up to the Yips. He'll probably be fine going forward.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about kickers, but I wouldn't read too much into his bad performance. But the rest of that lineup, you got some health questions with CMC and Godwin. But if those guys are healthy and playing, then this is a superstar lineup.
Yeah, the Diggs, great value.
Well, and then your flexes, these are two waiver wire flex guys that you picked up that are almost must starts at this point. J.D. McKissic and Myles Gaskin. That's like, yeah, CMC, Diggs, Carson. We can talk all about that, but like the league winning portion of this lineup is those waiver wire pickups, the J.D. McKissic and the Myles Gaskin.
Absolutely. And that's why everyone always says, win your league at the draft, right? I mean, like you're starting a lot of people you picked up throughout the year, and you have a really good team because of it. And we'll see, but I think you're going to win the championship.
Oh, so wait, I want to revisit this. A couple weeks ago, we were getting a bunch of questions around CMC and James Robinson. You guys remember this?
Yeah,
kinda. I do remember it. I don't remember.
People were asking if we could, if they should trade.
Yeah, would you trade James Robinson?
Yeah. Oh, the other way. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess either way. What is your guys like? Looking back now, with this new injury, which Swamp also brought up, he's got tweaked his thigh last week. Supposedly, he's limited in practice today. Is there anything we can learn from that? Like, in terms of how we make decisions in fantasy?
I mean,
yeah.
I think
or the reasoning sound, right? Sometimes the reasoning sound and it just doesn't break the right way.
You see it every single year. Players get injured and sometimes they come back, but every single year there's one or two guys that it just never quite comes to fruition. Saquon played last year, even after getting injured, but he wasn't the playoff winner that people thought he was going to be. I made the mistake last year. I traded away Nick Chubb for Saquon Barkley last year, thinking I was getting a steal for the end of the year because I had a solid lineup, and it didn't pan out. I think don't buy into that injury dip in value. Sometimes what you're seeing is what you're going to get. James Robinson, it wasn't like a 1 week thing. It was through the first half of the season. He was a top 5 fantasy running back. Christian McCaffrey was currently injured. And with no clear timetable on exactly when he was returning, maybe in the future, you just take that for what it is. And you go, I can trade away an injured asset for a top 5 running back. And you do it. Don't let the name scare you away. I know I would have never made that trade in a million years. If I had CMC and someone offered me James Robinson for him straight up, I wouldn't have. But you know what? I think if you did that, you won the trade. James Robinson helped you get to the playoffs. A lot of these CMC teams probably didn't make it.
Right. And if they did make it, then you still have some uncertainty, right? Is he gonna play? If he still plays the playoffs, then there's still value to be made up potentially. Is it enough to make up, obviously, for James Robinson?
I mean, I guess one point I want to make is James Robinson is the only, and I mean only, undrafted rookie free agent running back that has came in and done anything like this. I mean, Philip Lindsay.
I was about to say, give Philip Lindsay some credit. He was a top 12 guy, not top 5, but he was a top 12 guy. His first is an undrafted free agent rookie.
He wasn't anything close to what James Robinson is doing this year. It's different. It's different, man. It's different. Philip Lindsay was good. James Robinson has been great, league winning this year. So, I mean, I'm just bringing that up because it's rare. Yeah. It's rare for these guys to come in and do stuff like that. And Christian McCaffrey's proved it so much, but you got to read into the injury. You got to notice, and maybe when you have an injury like this, there's more risk for re-injury. So, and that's what's happening. That's what we continue to see. So, I like your points.
I'm just looking at this. So Philip Lindsay,
yeah, you called it.
You're through. I just did through week 13, so through 12 games for each of them. James Robinson is averaging 18.7 points per game, and Philip Lindsay was averaging 16. So you're right. James Robinson is better, but I wouldn't say no one did anything close. Philip Lindsay is another example of this free agent undrafted rookie that came in and just kind of lit the fantasy world on fire.
And that was a PPR league you did?
Yeah, PPR.
Okay. PPR.
Yeah, I guess the big takeaway is just don't just look at the name. Look at exactly what's going on. Look at the situation. I would have never traded away CMC for James Robinson, but if you did it right after his injury, you had a much better team throughout the season, and you're going to be fine in the playoffs. I'm not sure how much more value CMC offers in the playoffs than James Robinson if he plays. Right. I mean, obviously, if they're both playing, I pick CMC.
Yeah,
but
yeah, of course.
If you combine that with the value you got during the season, you probably want the James Robinson side of that. So Swamp's bench, just for more context, because let's say CMC doesn't play. You probably swap JD or Myles Gaskin into that RB2 slot. On his bench, he's got Ty Johnson, Nelson Aguilar, Kiki QT, Pittman, Gabriel Davis, and Mark Andrews.
I know you asked yesterday about Gabriel Davis and T.Y. Hilton, so it looks like you got Gabriel Davis, so that's good. That's very good.
Those are some guys you can plug in. If you're projected to lose by like 20-something points, you could throw a Gabriel Davis or a Nelson Aguilar in your flex and cross your fingers. What do you guys think?
I like QT out of these the most.
I feel like Eagles fans have to just hate Aguilar so much that he leaves and then finally becomes somewhat relevant.
Yeah. I mean, they're feeding him, man. I don't know. He's getting a ton of targets. I gave up on him in a dynasty league. I cut bait, but in 2 dynasty leagues, I think. But yeah, he looks good. We'll see.
What's up, Sean?
What up, Sean?
He recommends looking up the Boss Root and boxing training if you're looking for a good at-home workout. I probably should.
Yikes.
Are you saying something, Sean? Are you?
Yeah, he's trying to say something. I know I put on some Thanksgiving weight, but
he saw that full body shot of me getting hosed yesterday. And he's like, what? I'm gonna be a good friend here.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you for that, Sean. Love good home workouts. Seriously.
Okay, clutch full. He's got Dalvin Cook, James Robinson, Myles Gaskin, Raheem Mostert. My receivers are Adam Thielen, Robert Woods, and Corey Davis.
Ooh.
I got offered Calvin Ridley and Lamar Jackson for Russell Wilson. Do I accept? I'm guessing this is redraft.
It's a late trade deadline for.
It's interesting. I like
Calvin Ridley and Lamar Jackson. So the team would then be he replaces Russell Wilson with Lamar Jackson. Is that a downgrade?
I don't know, and I love this trade. I'm doing this trade.
Russell kind of trending down. I think I do this because I don't think Russell to Lamar is that big of a downgrade with the way Russell's been playing recently. It might even be an upgrade for the playoffs.
Yeah, and he's got legs. Lamar Jackson's got such a safe floor.
And then you get to sub out Corey Davis for Calvin Ridley.
This trade gets me excited.
Or Robert Woods. Yeah, I would accept that.
If this was Calvin Ridley for Russell Wilson, would you do it?
That's a better question.
Depends who was on the waiver wire at quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, let's say Russell Wilson was my only quarterback, and the best quarterback available is Sam Darnold. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not putting Sam Darnold in my lineup for the fantasy playoffs. But if maybe like a Ryan Tannehill is available, or you know what, I'm probably still not.
One QB league, I'm probably making that trade unless you're right. Unless there's no lineup.
I was typing something up this morning about how my rules about roster construction get completely abandoned in the playoffs. 1,000%. Like, I usually only roster one QB, one defense, one tight end. And now you look at some of my lineups after last night's waivers ran. I've got 3 defenses, 2 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends, like just stacking, like looking for those playoff matchups. So I think you can kind of throw some of those rules away. Positional value. Just look for what's going to be the best chance at winning each and every week in the playoffs.
There's no point of having dart throws that might pan out and you might start week 16. I mean, like, who haven't done anything. Don't hold on to those guys anymore. I mean, Cam Akers, people are proving it and they're still worth holding on to, but get rid of those dart throws. Add a defense that has a great matchup week 15 that you might need.
Cam Akers is a good stash for.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Playoffs.
Let's see. He's, for some more context, he's 12-1, and he's worried about Russell's low-scoring games at the end of the season, and Lamar's always going to have those rushing yards. You know what? I think we all agree this is a smash accept trade. Sometimes you see those ones that are like smash accepts and they throw you off for a second because you're like, what am I missing? You know what I mean? That you think there's something you're missing, but
Calvin Ridley just lost both of his legs.
John Jail, he says he's not making fun of you. He's down 133 pounds since August 1st.
It's incredible.
Damn, man. That is
really incredible.
That is kick ass.
That's awesome.
That's wild. That's some willpower right there.
That is a huge accomplishment.
That's wild.
Holy crap.
That's absolutely wild.
Man. Like, that is amazing.
It's a Miles says he clinched the playoffs, but he's struggling at the flex. Should I start Mostert, Debo, or Dobbins, or pick up Hilton or Hollywood? God, my heart says J.K. Dobbins because whenever I watch him touch the ball, he is so far and away the best running back on that team.
He is.
They just won't give him the full workload.
I can confirm. He absolutely is.
But if they give him the full workload, good God, he'll be a league winner. I just don't know if they're going to do it. Honestly,
Well, let me jump in real fast.
Yeah,
I would
you
start
jumped in.
Debo.
I was going to
start
say that's where I'm leaning, but it seems like the riskiest one. Who are they playing in week 14?
That's a great question.
They're playing Washington.
Tell you momentarily.
They're playing the Washington football
Washington's
team.
playing well. They have a good pass rush. I'll say another thing. I think Hollywood Brown might be worth to have on your bench. I'm not saying I would start him over any of these guys, but if you have an extra spot, he's going to be the most targeted guy for the Ravens, in my opinion. So, but Dobbins does have the most upside.
So Debo is playing the Washington football team. I just looked it up. They're giving up the second fewest points to fantasy wide receivers per game. There's only one team. I'm probably not starting Debo this week. But then after that, in weeks 15 and 16, they've got the Cowboys and the Cardinals, and I don't think you need to be as scared about those matchups. Cowboys are the second worst against fantasy wide receivers, and the Cardinals are like middle of the pack. So I think, unless I'm missing something.
I'm certainly playing. If you're only playing one, it's Dobbins here, in my opinion. Then probably Mostert. What do you guys think? I'm
going Dobbins week 1. In week 14, then if you make it past week 14, I'm probably starting Debo the rest of the way out. Weeks 15, 16, I'm probably throwing Debo in my lineup. But I am not starting him against that Washington football team defense.
Fair enough. I'm going Debo, boys. That's who I would start. I mean, as a PPR, that really matters a lot, actually.
I think
if it is standard, then I'm absolutely going Dobbins. And sorry that I even wasted your time talking about this.
Quickly remind us, Miles, if it's standard or PPR. I can't remember.
Yeah. While we wait for that context, we have a question from Baby Jesus himself.
Baby Jesus, welcome.
Oh my!
It's almost your birthday.
It is almost your birthday. Happy early birthday, man. Start Myles Gaskin or Robert Woods. Been leaning Myles Gaskin since RBs like Melvin Gordon and Rojo looked beyond good versus the Kansas City run defense, and Robert Woods is facing the New England red hot defense. You did the analysis for me. That's exactly what I was going to say. Myles Gaskin is who you got to start at least this week. Get past week 14 and then play the matchups between those two guys. I'm starting Gaskin.
Yeah. No, it's just a tougher one for me. Because Robert Woods he's a great player. But against the New England defense, I guess they're probably gonna. Oh, man. Yeah, with Gaskins getting the workload he's getting all the carries in Miami, I think you probably have to start him in that scenario.
I would be starting Robert Woods, but here's the thing. I don't know. There's the chance with Robert Woods that Bill figures out how to shut them down. He's been doing it the last few weeks. It's Bill Belichick. He's very good at this. And so if he can get to Goff, or if they can shut down, if they pick Robert Woods as the guy they're going to shut down, then that's, you don't want to have that type of risk in week 14. So I could understand going Gaskins. I think the higher upsides with Woods though.
G-Man Jay agrees with you. He says he's starting Bobby Trees.
What up, G-Man? What up, Jay? Welcome in. Good friend of the show.
G-Man!
I'm going.
Follow him on Twitter. Great follow. Excellent content that he puts out.
What's up? Yeah, I'm going Myles Gaskin. You're going Robert Woods, JL. Where are you going?
Jay's going
Josh?
Bobby too.
I'll go Myles Gaskin.
Myles Gaskin. Okay, let's see. Did I miss any questions in here?
I think you did.
Let's see. Thank you for the positive words. I'm much happier being healthy. Really appreciate you guys. And I can't freaking wait. Oh, I'm so excited to do a Dynasty League. That's going to be so much fun.
That would be really
once the off season hits, we'll start orchestrating it, putting it together.
God, I'm so excited for off season shows too.
I love in season. I'm so excited for the fantasy playoffs. But is it wrong that I'm super hyped for the off season? I love the off season. You get to start talking about rookies. You get to throw out hot takes. It's off season is like hot take season.
Yeah, and it's Dynasty time.
Get hot for the off season as well. Just so you guys know, Miles did confirm that it's a standard league, so I would go Dobbins. I changed my mind.
Oh, okay.
Baby Jesus says, "All right, appreciate the advice. Anytime for you, man. Just
absolutely
come on in, let us know you need help." Swamp, yeah, we're planning on doing a live stream league, a live stream Dynasty league. We're gonna get some more details worked out as the off season goes on, but we'll make sure to keep you guys updated on that. Yep, for next year.
Yeah, we'll definitely let you know, Swamp.
And Jay?
Oh, yeah, we definitely, let's make it happen. Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Whenever you want.
seriously.
Whenever you want, Jay, you're welcome on. Come play some games with us.
Let's
Oh,
make it happen.
Kev's in as well. I'm telling you, we got a squad already for this league. We're gonna have to start getting
Immediately.
applications. You guys are in, but we're gonna have to start getting applications for the rest of the spots. It's a hot commodity.
Tomorrow, 4:30. All right, everyone, set your clocks. We'll be going live 4:30 a.m. Eastern
Wait,
time.
Eastern or Central? Oh no.
It's 3:30.
I'll be doing my home workout at that time. I'm unavailable.
See, Miles says he's hesitant on starting Dalvin Cook this week.
Oh, Miles.
I totally get it.
I understand.
But Dalvin Cook is one of those players. It doesn't matter who they're playing. You just got to throw him out there.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay's not that good. I mean, they're good.
They're good against
great.
the run.
They're great against the run, but they're not
Number 2.
that good.
Yeah, not bench Dalvin Cook good.
Yeah, there's no way you could do it.
There's no defense that could get me to bench a running back like Dalvin Cook. I'm just not doing it. I would so much rather have Dalvin Cook in my lineup and score 7 than have him on my bench and score 40. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be the guy who benches him. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
He's one of those players that's cemented in my starting lineup.
Agreed. Baby Jesus. Yeah, no, thank you for the question. We love these questions. They're fun.
Love questions.
We already thanked him for that, JL.
We did?
Yep.
I wasn't listening.
What else is new?
Bob says they aren't the Saints. Tampa Bay's not the Saints. You're right. They're a completely different team entirely.
They are different teams,
in the words of Les Miles. Do you remember that press conference? It was Columbus Day, and he was like, Columbus Day, Italians and those who like to sail long distances, this day's for you. It is not St. Patrick's Day. That's a different day entirely. That is a direct Les Miles quote from a press conference. It's one of my favorite press conferences ever.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Swamp Nola, watch out for Godwin. Yeah, I'm nervous for him this week, to be honest with you, man.
Me too. But you got some guys on your bench you can plug in.
Yeah.
If he misses. Your bench is all right. You'll be okay. Hopefully still make it out of the playoffs. With a team like that, I thought maybe you would have that first round bye, but who knows? Okay. Are you guys ready to jump into some fantasy guess who?
I'm ready, man.
John Luke, we're going to go in order. Left to right to bottom.
So who starts?
Look, I did it.
So who starts? I can't. Left
You
to right.
start.
Dang it. All right, hold on. Let me pick someone.
So then it would be
you got to come in ready. And then it's Josh. And then it's me.
All right.
My guys are so good. You're never going to guess them. Or maybe you will because they're good. I'm not sure.
Okay. I got my guy.
All right. So, okay. So, perfect.
Where did my pen go?
I feel like I just heard you drop it.
Nope. Oh, well. So, Josh, you're guessing first. You get the first question.
Sounds good. All right. Well, I want to start it off with an old classic. Is this player in the AFC?
Is this player in the AFC is what you asked.
That is what I asked.
This player is in the AFC.
Oh, I won this round, I guess.
Simon, you got the banner?
I'm doing it.
Oh, cool.
You won this round. That's it. Josh gets the point.
Wait, so they're in the AFC. Okay, gotcha. I thought you were messing around with me and you were just like, this person is the AFC.
No, they are in the AFC.
Okay,
Gotcha.
and I completely forgot, Josh. It sounds like you forgot the rules based on all the questions you're asking. And for anyone else watching who doesn't know the rules of this game, I'm going to give them a quick reminder as well.
Start with the rules. That's a good place to start.
Josh messing it up whenever we don't start with the rules.
Yeah, this is all your fault.
Please remind me.
All my fault.
Definitely not Simon forgetting to tell everyone the rules.
So how this works, for those of you who haven't watched this play before, JL has a player in mind, an NFL player, quarterback, wide receiver, running back, or tight end. Fantasy relevant, sorry kickers, sorry defenses. Now what we're going to do, Josh is going to ask yes or no questions about that player. If the answer is yes, Josh gets to keep on asking questions until JL answers no to one of them, at which point he has to guess who the player is. Sorry, excuse me. If he gets it wrong, it comes to me and I get to do the same thing. First person to get it right wins the round. And then we go in a circle with who's doing the player. It's so hard to remember the direction.
In the end, after we go over all these names, Josh will be the winner. That's simple.
Those are the rules.
Simple. All right, he's in the AFC. That was my first guess. You said it's a yes, so I get to keep guessing. Is this player? Can you start him in a standard flex position? This is one of our favorite
Can
questions.
you start him in a standard flex position?
I'm essentially asking: is he a wide receiver, running back, or tight end?
Yes, you can start him in a standard flex.
Okay, he's not
him
a
or her.
AFC.
Not
flex.
many women in the NFL.
That is so sexist, Josh. I am ashamed.
Just stating facts. Just stating facts, bro. Just stating facts.
Shame.
All right. Is this player over 200 pounds? 200 pounds or over?
Baby Jesus. Hold on.
Look it up.
Josh always asking the weight questions like that actually helps.
No, they're under 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, what was your specific question, Josh? Did you ask, are they
200 pounds or over?
200 pounds or over?
No,
okay.
You said, was this player over 200 pounds?
No, I said,
what you said.
I did, and then I said, are they? I said it 3 more times. Are they 200 pounds or over? Let's check the tape.
That's fine. Still no.
Okay. So is this person Hollywood Brown?
No.
I doubted it.
Always guessing Hollywood Brown.
I think I'd be so stupid. Hollywood Brown. And I know how much you love him. I did that one time, Josh, and it didn't work.
Yeah, right? I know. And I don't even think I got him, did I?
I can't remember. Simon might have got him.
Let's see. My turn. Is this player on an animal team?
Yes.
Yes, they are. Woohoo.
All right.
Animal team. Is this player a running back or wide receiver?
Yes.
So they're not a tight end. We got running back or wide receiver. I guess that makes sense. I wonder how many tight ends there are under 200 pounds. Probably not that many.
I doubt it.
Is this player in the AFC East or South?
AFC East or AFC South? No.
Shoot. 50-50 shot. So they are in the AFC North or West. Running back or wide receiver, under 200 pounds, on an animal team in the AFC North or West. So there's 1, 2, 3 teams this player could be from. Is this player Kareem Hunt?
No.
So we do know he's in the North or West.
That's what's on the screen.
Oh yeah, that is hot. That is hot. That is good stuff.
Also,
okay, cool.
Reminder for you guys: stay out of the chat. And
I'm out.
Anyone watching, you're welcome to guess. If you get it before these guys, you will humiliate them, and it will be fantastic.
I will feel so dumb.
They will feel so stupid.
They think that you smart people could get it before me. I was gonna insult them. I didn't want to do that. Okay, I digress. Okay, so we know they're in the AFC North or West. Okay, animal team. Okay.
What up, Matty Daddy?
What's up, my man?
Good to see you.
What's up, Matty Daddy? How you been? I love your beard, man. Is this player's team in the AFC North?
Apple had a good point. Browns are an animal team, Simon.
That is their logo and their name are not an animal, so I say no. But they are the dog pound, and their mascot on the sideline is a dog. But the Browns are not an animal team.
Yeah, that's a good.
Oh my gosh! I guess the Browns player. I'm a dingus.
Yeah, you just thought he was asking that.
I was just answering the question.
I didn't realize why that was coming up.
Good catch, Apple.
I was thinking of like the dog pound, and I just
Apple's got the details, yo.
Yeah.
What a doofus.
Question mark?
Me. I'm the doofus, not Apple. Okay. What was your question, Joshua?
Is this player in the AFC North?
Is this player in the AFC North?
Please say yes.
No.
Ah, shit. Well, now we know what team they're on.
Yeah, but that's not good for me. You wanted me to get that wrong, I think.
The Chargers aren't an animal?
I don't think so.
Not,
I don't like how
context.
seriously you asked that. Okay, so they're on the Broncos, right? Can we just get that out in the open? Let's see.
Pick a player on the Broncos that's under 200 pounds and is a running back or a wide receiver.
Is this player? There's two people I want to guess. Is this player Tim Patrick?
Bonk. Nope.
I'm not sure if he might be over 200 pounds. He's really tall. He probably is.
Okay. Is this player a wide receiver?
Yes.
Is this player? Oh, let me update the thing. Is this player a rookie?
Yes.
Oh. They have a couple. They have two people under 200 pounds that are rookies. I shouldn't have said that.
No, I know. I'm okay. Has this player started at quarterback for the Broncos this season, even though they're a wide receiver?
I didn't even think about him.
No.
Okay, so it's not Kendall Hinton. They are a rookie. Shoot. There's two guys it could be, right?
I don't know.
Do I go with the obvious one?
Update the banner.
You tell me.
This hurts my feelings. What am I missing on the banner?
Did not start as QB.
Okay. I thought you were going to get sneaky and go with Kendall Hinton. Shoot, this is a 50-50. If I get it wrong, Josh gets it. I'm going to go with the obvious one. Is this player Jerry Jeudy?
It's Jerry Jeudy.
Boom!
I don't think it was KJ Hamler.
I was like, is JL really going to do KJ Hamler?
Swamp Nola. He got it. Got it before you. You're a fool.
Sean came in with the KJ.
Yeah. Earlier on, Jay guessed Dobbins. It's a good guess. Good guess.
Better than Kareem Hunt, who's not on a freaking animal team.
Not on an animal team, yep.
Is Jeudy a buy low?
Judge Jeudy. That's a good one.
It's a great name. It just makes too much sense.
Ooh, that is a good question. Is Jeudy a buy low? What do you guys think?
Yeah, in a dynasty league, yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. There's a reason he was considered by some to be the number one wide receiver in this class, and he's starting to show it. That's definitely a buy low. I think people are spoiled this year by how quickly a lot of these wide receivers are showing value with like Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, Chase Claypool, CeeDee Lamb at the beginning of the year. Sometimes wide receivers take a year or two.
Got one.
T. Higgins.
Thank you.
I said Justin Jefferson first. But Jerry Jeudy, I think people are a little disappointed when compared to these other rookie wide receivers, but sometimes it takes a year or two for these wide receivers to start showing value. And I definitely still believe in Jerry Jeudy as a talent. When you watch him run around, dude is nasty.
It's hard to be a good receiver when like half the passes being thrown your way are like 10 feet over your head, you know? But I read somewhere recently that like there's like 4 receivers in this class that are already in like the top 10 for most targets by like a 21-year-old.
Wow.
Do the first part of whatever, wherever we are in the season, right? And Jerry Jeudy's in there. So he's having a good season for a fine season for a rookie on a bad team.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a much better season next year.
Sean says Broncos and John Elway just need to stop being jabronis and draft a good quarterback.
Yeah, those jabronis, man. They've been trying. They've been trying really hard to find a quarterback. They cannot do it.
I bet they're gonna draft Trey Lance this year, and I think he's the truth. I think Trey Lance is gonna come in there and be a great quarterback for them.
The day that John Elway announces his comeback out of retirement, he's gonna suit up. I'm gonna rejoice. It's gonna be so funny.
Jay says back in the day, it took 3 years for wide receivers to break out. I'm old and playing.
True.
That was the whole thing. That was the narrative, right? Well, there was a 3-year narrative for wide receivers. There's the 3rd-year breakout. Like that's
good one breakout for second year.
Yeah. Tight ends, I feel like the narrative was like 5 years.
Something like that.
But now it's like if you don't perform in week 1 of your rookie season, you're a bust.
It's crazy how this happens though. Like we were talking about it with like running backs and how I've told the story before about how the first year I played Dynasty was the Kareem Hunt, Leonard Fournette, who else? I forget who else was in that class. It was like the ridiculous rookie running back where every rookie running back hit. And then the next year I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get all the picks, get all the rookie running backs. And we got Rashad Penny. Oh yeah, Alvin Kamara.
Or maybe that was a little bit earlier.
The next year we got Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara, Kareem Hunt, James Conner, Tariq Cohen, Marlon Mack, Aaron Jones, Chris Carson.
Chris Carson? I didn't even realize that. That's
wow.
That was that year's draft class. That is wild.
So do you guys think we're going to have a similar type of, like the community is going to sort of have that effect where this next year rookie wide receivers are just going to start going super early?
I don't think so. I feel like I'm still seeing like a running back scarcity mentality. And I think the first 2 picks are still going to be used on these running backs. I think people are realizing you can build a successful dynasty team, similar to how GMs are realizing you can build a successful NFL team with just, you can keep replacing running backs with these rookies. You can keep acquiring like young running backs and then trade them away when their value gets high. And the wide receivers that generally take a year or 2 to develop, you can usually buy low on. And I think we'll see that continue. I don't think we're going to see a wide receiver go in the top 3 picks ADP wise in rookie drafts this year.
We also have to take into account that this 2020 receiver class, going into it, before the NFL draft, before everything, like everyone knew this was an amazing, outstanding, one of the best ever rookie wide receiver classes. And it's just kind of proving that now. So I don't think we should get carried away going forward and just realize that this is kind of an anomaly this year with the amount.
I bet you expectations will be high. I think I agree with you, Simon. I don't think it will sway too many decisions, but I think expectations on performance for these rookie wide receivers, the incoming rookie wide receivers, is going to be high.
Oh, for sure. I think expectations will be higher. I'm just not sure it swings like draft position, like we've seen in the past in redraft, like big swings with whether wide receivers or running backs go first based on results. I think these rookie drafts are going to stay a little bit stickier with Travis Etienne, Najee Harris, and Chuba Hubbard probably all going before the first wide receiver. So Swamp says the tight end closest to 200 pounds is Dan Arnold.
That's hilarious.
Really? That's crazy.
No, I believe that.
Oh, shoot. I was going to say, if I had to guess, I would have guessed Evan Ingram was a little bit smaller, but he's 240. Even the smaller tight ends are actually massive dudes.
You got to block giant men as a tight end. So, it's if you're under 200 pounds, you're probably not going to cut it.
Swamp wants to know what's your favorite penalty and why is it false start everyone but the center? And 100%, that's exactly what my answer is going to be. That cracked me up the other day. Every time they say it out loud, it makes me so false start everyone but the center. That one's just funny. There's 2 things that always make me laugh in a football game. That and then just a really little guy next to the offensive line. Like a Darren Sproles next to the offensive lineman always makes me giggle.
Not a big man touchdown?
That does make me giggle. That makes me jump out of my seat with pure
happiness.
Excitement. Yeah.
Happiness.
Okay. You guys ready for the next round?
Yeah.
Josh, you're going.
Sean, Judy is 192.
Oh, I saw 193.
Oh, discrepancies.
Where are you getting your data? Mine's from Google.
Fantasy Pros.
Who do we trust?
Google.
Okay. I'll get out of the chat now. Josh, you are up. Jay, I'll get out of the chat. Josh, you're now in charge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm always in charge. All right, and Simon, you're going to be up first.
Okay.
What's your question?
Let's go with, is this player in the NFC?
This player's not in the NFC.
Oh, God.
Sorry, man.
Okay, so all I know is that this player is in the AFC, and I got to guess who it is.
Good luck.
Yeah. Maybe starting out with a 50-50 wasn't such a good idea.
I like starting out with that question.
Is this player... Let's look at some of these teams. Is this player Jonathan Taylor.
This player is definitely not Jonathan Taylor.
JL, you're up.
All right. So we know this player is in the AFC. That's it. Good job, Simon. Letting me do all the work.
Really helped you out there. Now
Yeah.
you know.
Part of my strategy, I pass you no information. I wait for you to do all the dirty work, and then I swoop in at the end.
It usually works, I feel like. All right, can this player be played in standard flex?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're not a quarterback.
Everyone except is this player a running back or wide receiver?
No.
Woohoo!
Are you sure?
Yep, pretty sure. Pretty sure. I just
right.
checked his name again, and it's still the same. Or her, his or her name.
His or her name. Thank you, Josh.
I know. I know that can bother you.
Yeah. Okay. Is this player? Is it Hunter Henry?
No, it's not Hunter Henry.
Not Hunter Henry.
Okay. I really thought that'd be it. I don't think we've had him on yet.
All right, Simon. What are you thinking?
You know, Hunter Henry grew up in my hometown until like middle school when he moved to Arkansas.
That is not very fun fact.
He went to my elementary school. He would sometimes play wiffle ball in the neighborhood with us. He was a giant human, even in like the third grade, just
6'8",
towering over everybody else.
Story.
My girlfriend gets so annoyed every time an NFL player that I have any sort of connection to comes up on the screen. I'm like, "Hey, I went to high school with him," and she's like, "I know. You've told me that every single time there's been a Broncos game this year, every single time there's been a Cardinals game this year."
We've been dating for 4 years now. Like I know who you've met.
I do. Yeah, Maria gets just as annoyed. I do the same thing now with now that we've met some people in the industry. Now that that we've gone into the industry a bit, I'm like, oh, I know that I met that guy. Oh, Simon and I talked to that guy for like 45 minutes.
I do the same damn thing. I think it's I only do it with Leanne though because I know she has to take it. I don't do it out in public because then you're that guy. I guess I do it on stream too. So congratulations, guys. That means you are as close as my girlfriend.
She's
never close. All right. Thank you, Jay. Thanks for tuning in.
Quote up, Mr. Private Chat only.
Sorry.
Yeah, what are you doing? See you, Jay. Okay, so it's my turn to ask a question. They're in the AFC and they are a tight end. Do they have a blue uniform?
Blue.
So that's blue in their blue in their uniform or logo at all.
We broke Josh.
The way
no,
I think it's Jaguars. Blue uniform. Is this player in the AFC East or South?
Yes.
Okay, I figured eliminate a lot of the non-blue uniform teams, but AFC East or South?
Just narrow it down a little further for me, Simon.
Is this player on the same team they were on in 2019? Josh, are you muted?
No. But he did play on the same team from 2019.
You said yes? Yes, he's on the same team?
Yes, he is on the same team.
It's not a rookie and it's not Tyler Eifert. I've eliminated those two options.
That's pretty much what it means.
So on the same team 2019. Let's see. I thought it was going to be Tyler Eifert. I just had this feeling in my gut. Let's go. Is this player in the AFC South? We're going to go with the blue uniform division where everyone wears a blue uniform.
No.
No.
Oh,
no. Not in the AFC South. So he is in the AFC East. I thought that was a gimme. I thought for sure, I was getting my next question prepared. Okay, so he's in the AFC East. He's a tight end. He wears a blue uniform, and he's on the same team as he was in 2019.
Yes, sir.
A couple dudes that it could be.
Couple dudes.
Couple.
I'm down to between two.
Dudes.
I'm down to between two that I think he could be between.
Okay.
Is this player Dawson Knox?
You're just going for it?
Yeah, I'm going for it.
You got it wrong.
No.
No, damn it. I think I just handed it to JL. Oh, if it's the other one I was thinking of, I'm going to be real upset.
We'll see.
I thought you would go with like he had a big game like on Monday. Poop fiddles.
Poop fiddles.
What do you think, JL?
Okay, is this player on a winning team?
So that means better than 500, right?
More wins than losses, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me think about my next question here.
You've narrowed it down to two teams.
Is this player?
I know the answer.
Is this player not in the top 10 at his position in PPR on the season?
Is this player
not in the top 10? So
he is in the top 10.
So no is the answer.
Is it Mike Gesicki?
Yeah. Yes, it's Mike Gesicki.
It's Mike Gesicki.
I was between Dawson Knox and Mike Gesicki, and I went with freaking Dawson Knox, thinking you were going to be sneaky.
And Simon, you brought up a good game for Dawson Knox, but Gesicki had a very good game himself.
I know. I just thought even more recent. Like it just happened. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. That is definitely true.
Gosh.
So
got it.
Swamp got it like really, really, really quickly. So I'm proud of you, Swampy.
Swampy.
Okay. I'm up. My guy.
Yeah, let's go.
My turn.
My the first one to guess.
Jay, I was trying to do another Office quote for you. You said I've been killing it.
Private chat's so good.
I don't remember that one.
Remember at dinner party whenever they're playing charades and it's Michael's turn, he's like, my turn, my turn.
That episode. I don't remember that. That episode is so hard to watch.
And Jan's like, whoa, mate, like calm down a little bit. Just take some off. And he's like, Jim was laughing. Jim thought it was funny.
When she starts dancing to her old assistant CD, she tries to pull Jim into the dance. Everyone's just sitting there watching. And Michael's cutting up a steak and he dips it in his wine.
Yeah.
I have soft teeth.
We watched that one recently, like while Leanne's family was here for the holidays, and it was I forgot how much that one hurts. Like that truly hurts to watch.
Yes, the plasma TV. The plasma TV was so fantastic.
That was a $200 TV. Good luck buying me a new one on your $0 a month salary.
Sometimes I come in here and I just I sit back, I stand here and I watch. He's like 2 feet from it.
And he hung it himself. He can help you anytime. Just give him a call. He's real good at that kind of stuff. That episode, that's
gold. Straight gold. I'm gonna go watch it right after this.
I think that's in my top 3 favorite Office episodes. Number 1 is I think it's called Safety Training. It's the one. It's not the one where Dwight cuts the CPR face off. No, it's the one where Michael gets like jealous that the warehouse is so dangerous, so he gives his own safety demonstration about like mental health, and he's gonna jump off the roof into the moon bounce, but he's actually like while pretending to kill himself, he's gonna actually do it. And Daryl has to like talk him off the edge, and he says the whole reason that episode's my favorite is Daryl says, "You wake up every day knowing damn well you got to be you. I couldn't do that. You Braveheart." And Michael's like, "You mean that?" You wake up every day knowing damn well you got to be you. That's a brave man.
Slut.
So okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Think so.
Out of the private chat.
Out of it?
Into the private chat.
I'm into the private chat. I also got to run the Jill. Then can you run the banner? While I'm in the private chat or while I'm in the non-private chat?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. So, Jill, you're asking first. Just pick one and make a banner.
Okay. All right. I'm asking first. All right. So is this a standard flex player?
No.
Oh gosh.
Quarterback.
I feel like we never do quarterbacks, so I wanted to throw one in there first.
I'd go in first.
Well, okay. I have quite a lot to choose from now. And I am going to go with Deshaun Watson.
No.
You ignorant.
Josh, you're up.
Fair enough. Is this quarterback over 6'2"? 6'2" or over, sorry.
Let me just
6'2" or over. Verify. Please verify.
Confirm.
I love you.
Josh.
Not that I don't know the
Stinky
answer. I
bucket of
just
water.
This could really narrow it down.
yes.
6'2" or over.
6'2" or over.
So
Cool.
probably didn't really narrow it down that much.
No. I mean, it gets rid of a couple guys.
Just keep going inch by inch until you
Kyler
find
Murray.
his exact height.
Is this player
JL.
6'2" or over. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's at least 6'2". Is this player in the AFC?
Yes.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
I'm getting rid of these numbers. Too many numbers going on.
So this quarterback, this awesome quarterback.
Awesome. You didn't say it was awesome.
Awesome, double awesome.
You gotta ask. Is this quarterback double awesome?
Is this quarterback in the AFC North or South?
No.
Oh. That means
All right.
he's in the East or West. I got directions.
Nice job. He could be in the South.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Is this quarterback Josh Allen?
You got it.
Oh,
You got it.
That was sneaky as hell.
yeah, that was wild.
What?
Did you
Let's
wonder what I was
go!
doing? Nice job, Josh.
Yeah, cool.
I'll update your score now.
I was between him and Sam Darnold. I was about to guess.
Josh,
Yes.
you missed it last week when Simon and I played. I think it was last week. Simon and I played, and we were out of time. We were about to be done, and Simon goes, "All right, I'll give you one guess to guess this person." We hadn't started yet, and you gave me one clue, right? What was the one clue that I really like this guy or something?
Yeah.
And I guessed it first try, Sammy Watkins.
Awesome.
But I had already, for some reason, I was already set on guessing Sammy Watkins before he had given me that clue. And then once he said that, I was like, all right, I'm definitely picking Sammy Watkins now. I think Swamp pooped his pants afterwards. It was awesome.
Does T.Y. Hilton have more upside than Dobbins?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. That doesn't mean that he's not a better option to play, but I think Dobbins has the upside because if they give him that workload, ooh, baby, is he going to feast.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, mama. Is J.K. Dobbins going to be a league winner if they give him the full workload through the end of the season? Which, if they're smart, they are not a lock for the playoffs. Like they need to win to make the playoffs. They're not in currently. They should start J.K. Dobbins.
I absolutely agree. I already mentioned that, but T.Y. Hilton probably does have more upside. He's scored more. He scored more last week than Dobbins has all year. Take that for what it is. But they just played the worst rushing defense in the league, and he still couldn't. So yeah, T.Y. Hilton probably has more upside, but I would be playing J.K. Dobbins. It's a weird.
He also scored more than T.Y. Hilton scored all year. To be fair,
what's up?
T.Y. Hilton also scored more than T.Y. Hilton has scored all season as well.
That's for sure. Yeah.
To be fair.
Oh man, I don't know. So
what happens next year with Mark Ingram? Does he stay or go somewhere else? I think he's probably gone. He's out of there with J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. Mark Ingram's gone.
Edwards a free agent too, though. Actually,
both are pretty nice record, or what's it called, matchups in the playoffs. With one bad matchup for each. Dobbins is Cleveland this week, which isn't great. T.Y. Hilton has Pittsburgh in week 16, which isn't great. But the other 2 weeks for both of them are very good matchups.
He then wants to know if they get down, will Hollywood be more reliable?
Down, like in a game
score, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I think with Mark Andrews out, Hollywood's a little bit more reliable. You saw yesterday, it was refreshing to see Lamar Jackson use him a little bit more in that game yesterday. It felt good for the Hollywood Brown truthers. Like, he's still incredible. There's just not that high pass volume.
Yeah, 8 targets in the last 2 games, like each.
Yeah, like
I don't want to call him reliable, but
no,
he's got value, and I wouldn't hate putting him into my starting lineup, especially as a flex. I feel fine doing that.
And Cleveland and Jacksonville are the next 2 matchups, and those are very good for wide receivers. So yeah, I don't know if it's more reliable, but there's definitely upside there. Yeah,
the Chosen Road wants to know about his tight end. He's got Rudolph. He wants to know if he should pick up Cole Kmet, the Jags tight end. So Tyler Eifert, is that the starting tight end for the Jags?
Yeah.
Or is there another guy down there that you could be talking about? Drew Sample or Tyler Higbee? I also have Firkser and Jonnu. What I would be doing is if one of Firkser or Jonnu is starting, I'm putting them in there. Like, if they're healthy, I'm going with the Tennessee Titans tight end probably. What about you guys?
This is tough. I mean, but this is the situation a lot of people are finding themselves in, right? I don't feel comfortable starting really any of these guys. I'm
not starting Cole Kmet. I'm not starting Drew Sample.
I'd probably start Kyle Rudolph just because I like their offense the most out of all these.
This week or rest of the season?
Rest of the season, both.
I'm probably going to play Jonnu rest of the season. I think he has the most upside than maybe Higbee.
Jonnu, I don't think he's going to play this week, but he might.
Start Firkser. That's how I'm feeling about it. We've seen some good games from him. I'm rolling with the Tennessee tight ends. The Tennessee tight ends, the Tennessee Titans, the Tennessee Titan tight ends.
There you go. You got that.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. You could throw Tyler Higbee, but some of these are just real dart throws. You're just praying for a touchdown with a lot of these guys.
Yeah, you really are.
You know what? That's a game at tight end. Sometimes you just pray for a touchdown.
I think I lean Rudolph.
Can I interest you in Irv Smith?
Not really. I don't know. It's. Yeah, I would go Rudolph here.
It's fair.
Gross. Someone wants to know if Mark is out, does he go somewhere else or retire? He probably ends up on a team somewhere, unless he wants to retire. If he wants to play on a team, he'll play on a team. He's not going to get a huge deal, but he'll probably be a backup somewhere or a depth piece. Maybe the 49ers add him to their platoon.
Probably.
Just add another running back. I'm not sure where I see him going, but I think he ends up on another team.
Lions.
Maybe the Tigers, Bears.
Sorry, the Chosen Rose. I'm sorry we had to laugh at you. I mean, I'm sure you have good. A lot of people are dealing with the same situation there. You know, so
it's the tight end. Like it's a fantasy thing. We're laughing at the pain of all fantasy, man. Because it sucks to be in this position if you don't have that one tight end, but most of your league mates are probably in a similar position. So it's hard predicting which one's going to be the best. That's more of what we're laughing at.
100%. I've got Jonnu as my primary tight end in a league. So without him, I have been just streaming poop at the position and hoping for a touchdown. I've thrown some Drew Sample in there.
He's been rough.
I threw a Tyler Higbee in there one week. It's exactly those are the names that you're looking at, the ones that you're throwing out there, and it's hard. It's hard.
Especially going into the playoffs, it doesn't feel good.
For simplicity's sake, I at this point, I'm probably going Ferkser or Jonnu for the rest of the season. That's what I ended up picking up for the playoffs in that league. I acquired Ferkser, and so we're just going to roll with the Titans tight end. So the advice I'm giving you is what I'm doing. But man, yeah, the tight end landscape. I thought this was the year where finally it was going to be less gross, and there's
looked like it.
A couple more options, but it's still gross after like it goes Kelsey, Waller, and then okay, like there's middle options, but even those aren't reliable.
Hawkinson.
Like Ingram, Hawkinson, Henry, Goddard, but Jared Cook has been fine.
No. I was like,
he had
a good game last week, and I was like, there's no way he's gonna be good again.
You can see if Jordan Reed is available on your waiver wire as well. I've been starting him in a league where I had George Kittle, and George Kittle went out injured. I picked up Jordan Reed. This is a dynasty league. Jordan Reed might still be on the waiver wire. He scored like 10.8 points in like half PPR this past week. I think he's a fine start at tight end in that offense without George Kittle there.
For sure.
Okay. It doesn't look like we have time for another round. So we're going to end this one as a 1-1 tie. I should have had it. If I would have just guessed Mike Gesicki, the game.
I wanted to win.
Tomorrow, what are we gonna play tomorrow?
It's okay. I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot with a win tomorrow, no doubt.
Tomorrow we're gonna play a special start-sit version of Poll Perception. All the questions are gonna be start-sit polls.
Like that.
I'll be hosting. You guys can go head-to-head. Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds great.
We've been primarily doing trades, but with the playoffs coming up, there's tons of start-sit polls out there, and some really
feud soon. Can we play
some really nasty? Yeah, we need to get two guests on and play some Fantasy Feud. Maybe we could even
sound effects.
Maybe instead of Quiplash, we could play Fantasy Feud on Friday.
Yeah, but we haven't played Quiplash in a while either.
We played Quiplash last Friday.
No,
yeah, we did.
No, because Josh and Eric didn't come.
Oh, you're right. We played Extreme Guess Who.
Yeah, and you guys picked characters from a show I don't watch.
With Zac Efron, I still have the cards sitting right here. I have all my cards of just like different things that I've written down with names.
You have a trash clean up.
Mike Evans,
I don't even have anything written on this piece of paper. This is a receipt.
Everyone show your things.
Oh, you're 33%.
No one show your
pillow.
Hold on. Water bottle. Wait, guys, you don't like this.
I'm not going to throw it on the screen, Swamp, but JL, that's a big mouth quote from the hormone monster himself. So you need to go watch it. You need to check it out. It's really funny.
I did. I was tempted today. I was going through Netflix, so I was eating my breakfast, and I was like, let me look at this. And I didn't realize it was Nick Kroll and John Mulaney.
Oh, it's got a superstar cast. Yeah. Rafi's in there too. Maya Rudolph, Fred Armisen, I think.
Maybe we'll see.
I'm going to give you a fair warning. I had to watch the first episode 3 times. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then I didn't watch it for months. The second time I watched it, I was like, and then the third time I watched it, I was like, "This is the funniest thing I've ever seen." But like the first 2 times I watched it, I was like, nope.
The first episode really intense. It's a little much to deal with.
I'm looking forward to this.
You should watch it with Ed.
Definitely not.
Definitely should. Okay. Enough about Big Mouth. I still need to watch season 4. I got really busy afternoon knocking that out. So we are going to jump off for now. Thank you guys for watching. Please go subscribe to us on YouTube, Front Yard Fantasy. It really helps us out. Follow us on Twitch, Front Yard Fantasy. You guys can also find us on Twitter at Front Yard FYF. That's where we announce all of our streams. And then individually, you can follow us at FYF Simon. That's mine. FYF John Luke. That's John Luke, a.k.a. JL's. And FYF Josh. Believe it or not, that's Josh's Twitter handle. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern playing a start-sit edition of Poll Perception. Be there. Come give your guesses in the chat. See if you can beat JL and Josh. These Padronis. These Padronis are not ready. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Padronis love trading. We love trading here. Get those trades in.